All right, in this tutorial, we're going to make the rainbow room. Here's what the rainbow room looks like. This is where we're going. We're going to focus on the lights. That is just a really strong graphic element that we can create and use in our page designs. And I will also show you how to do these rainbow stripes on the walls. That's pretty much what we're going to focus on. So we're going to go ahead and close that. Go ahead and launch Photoshop. And I tell you what, let's do this. Let's slide this to the side and let's go ahead and make us a project folder on our desktop. Just click on your desktop and do a Shift Command N and call it Rainbow Room. Rainbow Room. I'll zoom in so you can see what we're looking like here. Rainbow Room. Make a new folder, Shift Command N and call it Rainbow Room. Click off to the side once you have it. Zoom back out. Now we can click back on Photoshop up here on this top bar and just move Photoshop back over here. You go ahead and go full screen for now if you want to. Hit the green dot up here. Excuse me. New file. Going to make a new file. Dimensions on this new file. Let's give it a name. Put your last name. Underscore first name, underscore rainbow, underscore room, and also do another underscore and put a V1 in there for version 1 just in case we end up with multiple versions of this. You want to be in inches right here. Now a spread in the yearbook is 12 inches high, 18 inches wide. That's 2 pages next to each other. We're going to go ahead and design probably most of these elements this size, these dimensions, but we're going to make the resolution 600. We want to have twice the resolution that we think that we need. That way we have more data, and if we end up using something bigger than enlarging a graphic on a page, we have the data for that. So width 18 inches, height 12, resolution 600. Don't worry about orientation. That will automatically go to landscape once you key those in. Pixels per inch there. Color mode can be RGB. That's fine. Leave the background contents transparent because when we go to PNG, we'll need to turn that off. Don't worry about advanced options. Color profile can be sRGB. Once you have that, go ahead, square on the pixels. Go ahead and hit create. Here's our design. Command 0 will get it in your screen. Hold on, I did a Command O. Let me zoom back out. There we go. Command 0. Hold on. I'm doing O. There we go. Command 0. Now let's go ahead and get a white background in here. You'll notice up here at the top, it's got the file name on it, and it tells me that right now I'm looking at it at 28.2%. All right, white background. You go up here at the top, you go Layer, and you're looking for New Fill Layer right there. Layer, New Fill Layer, Solid Color. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Name this white background. WHITE. And you can just do BKG for background. Over here, this is not where we set the color. Just ignore this. Hit OK. That brings the color picker up. This is where I was last. Go ahead and just take that cursor, slam that in the corner up there, upper left corner. Your hex code should be 6Fs. That is solid white. Now we're going to bring the grid up, command quotation for the grid, and it should look like this. You have a dark grid line every 1 inch and dotted gray lines every 1/4 inch. Should be that way from the other day when we did this. If it isn't, you can change it up here under settings. Photoshop, go to settings, units and rulers. Just make sure where it says rulers, it's on inches. Grids, guides, and slices. That's grid line every 1 inch, subdivisions 4. You should already be there. If you're not there, just let me know. I'll show you how to set it. I don't want to spend time doing this. Okay, Command R will bring the ruler up and down. You'll need the ruler for this probably. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's bring this Rainbow Room photo into Photoshop. So click, hold, drag it onto Photoshop as well. And it will now be open in Photoshop. Command 0 to fill your screen with that. I'm going to take the grid down, Command quotation. So up here at the top now, I have 2 tabs. Let me get over here and I'll zoom in. Look at the top. You now have a tab there that says Rainbow Room. That's the picture you just opened. Click on this tab and you're back to your design. So let's take a look at Rainbow Room for a second. These are basically squares. Let's look at these. We're going to break these lights down. It's basically a square, a tan square. It has a white square inside it that is the light fixture. And because the light is in it, we have a gradation where it gets a little darker as it comes out away from the light itself. So basically, this is going to be a lot of squares. We're going to do one master one, and then we're going to duplicate it and group things. The rainbow stuff here, that is just rectangles. So that's where we're going. Okay, back to your design here. We're going to go ahead and make one square on here. You can go to the rectangle tool right over here, click on that. And then let's go back to Rainbow Room right here. And we want to get that tan color there. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. Actually, the tool you're going to need for this is the eyedropper tool. It's right over here on the left. Click on that. And then right up here in one of these that's close to you, click on the sort of about, hold on. Don't click on the darker area, but click kind of like maybe 2/3 of the way up. We're going to sample that color right there and get that color. Just click there and let go. Now you'll see over here in the lower left of your toolbar, you'll see that tan color. All right, so we have the tan color for the exterior part of the light fixtures. Let's go back to our design. Now, because we have that color loaded up here already, when we make a rectangle, it's going to be that color. So you want to go to the rectangle tool right up above that, click there, and let's make a square. Look at your grid line, and you want to make it 4 inches by 4, a 4x4 square. So up here at the top, before we go any further, let's take a look at this here, make sure we have this set right. Make sure this says shape. You should see that tan color right there. And that stroke is going to be a white box with a red line through it, meaning that there is no stroke, no border. And of course, we are on the rectangle tool. So you're going to come up here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see. We want a square that is 4 inches across. So there's our 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to come down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our square. I'm going to let go of the mouse. Now, if you mess up, you can always do Command Z. Or if you just mess up a side, just click on one of the handles and adjust it that way. You just need one, basically one square, one tan square that's 4x4. Take a good look at your grid and make sure that it is 4x4 and that it's on the grid. Now I'm going to move mine down here in the middle so you can see what's going on here. Okay, going to zoom in on this so you can also see. Actually, hit your return key to place it. And you can click on the rectangle 1 layer right here. And let's make a new layer on top of that. Shift Command N will make a new layer. Call that light, just the light, because this is going to be the light. Okay. Now we need to, actually there's a better way of doing this. Let me think here for a second. Let's do this. Let's make the fill darker. So down here where it says white background, we're going to change this from white to, just make it, you can go to only web colors right here and just make it maybe that gray right there. That way we'll be able to see things better. The hex code on that is 6 threes. And I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. All right, now let's make this rectangle right here. Let's make this white. This will make sense here in just a second. I'm going to double click here, or click one time on that, double click. There we go. I'm going to take only web colors off. And then I'm just going to put that cursor up there and make sure that's white. I should have done this first time around. Sorry. Okay. Now, we're going to make sides, the 4 sides of this light fixture. So that layer that says light, let's just click on that, select that layer, and hit your delete key. Let's get rid of it. So now we've got a gray background with a white square on top of it. I'm sorry, I should have done that the first time around. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. You're going to get a kick out of this. Let me zoom in here. Well, don't want to zoom in yet. Make a new layer. We have rectangle 1 selected. Shift Command N. Call this, it doesn't matter. Call this, left side for now. Hit OK. Now, all right, we want to make, if you look at this, what we're going to make is we're going to make this one of these sides right here. This is what we're making, this side right here. Okay. To do that, we've got the left side layer made, created. We have the tan color loaded up that we want. And now you want to go to the pen tool. The pen tool is when you are making custom shapes and you're defining where the corner is. Now let me see if I can find it here real fast. Nothing fast about it, is it? It's right here. It's this one right here. It's right above the type tool. It looks like a fountain pen point. You want that. Click on that and go straight pen tool. Okay. Now the way the pen tool works is you click where you want the corners to be and you let go and you go all the way around, and I'll zoom in here, and it fills in. Watch me do this. Watch me do this, and then I'm going to let you do it. So I'm going to start it, and you got to have the grid up. Look at where the corners and the intersections are. I'm going to click there and let go, and I've zoomed in. Click and let go. I come down here. I click and let go with the mouse. Come down here. Click and let go. Come down here in that corner. Click and let go. Go back to the top where I started. And when that 0 pops up, that circle, that means you have completed the shape. You click there. Then you hit the return key to place it. And then you have the shape. Okay. Now I'm going to do Command Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll do it again. Okay. Now do this. Now you can go ahead and do this. You just want to make sure that you are on the corner here, and I'm going to zoom in to make sure I get this right. There. Click and let go. Click and let go. Come down here. Click and let go. Go to that corner. Oh, Command Z, I didn't get it where it needed to be. Click right there in that corner. Come back up here and finish it up. Hit your return key to place it. So there is our first side. Now we need to make it light in the center here and have it fade to darker on the outside. This is a cool effect. All right, the way you're going to do this is you want to go over here to the lower part of this toolbar where these colors are, and you want to click on that black over white box. That's going to reset this to black over white. This is going to be a black foreground color and a white background color. We have reset that. Let me zoom back out here. Okay, now you want to make sure that you're on this left side layer here. Go down here to Effects, right down here, and you're looking for Gradient Overlay. It's right there, Gradient Overlay. Not color, but gradient. Click on that and select that. Now that's going to bring this panel up right here. Ignore whatever you're seeing right there. Okay, let's zoom in on this. This is our Gradient Overlay effect. Blend mode can be normal. Opacity, I don't know what yours is. I'm just going to throw this on 80 here just for now. Okay, now right here, this is the type of gradient that we're going to have. You want to click on that down arrow right there. Then you want to go to basics, and you're looking for the black to checkerboard. Checkerboard meaning that it's transparent. Black to checkerboard. Click on that. Click back off to the side here, and you'll see it. You have a black to checkerboard there. Style needs to be linear. And angle, we'll worry about that here in a second. Go ahead and hit OK. Let me zoom back out. And you can see what it has done. Now, I can take the grid down at this point, command quotation, to get rid of the grid. Now, let's just look at this right here. So I've got it fading from a light to dark, but I just don't have the angle right. So I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to double click on gradient overlay to bring that panel back up. We want the light coming from the center here and it getting darker on the edge. So I'm going to go right up here where it says angle, and I'm going to spin this wheel around here. It should be 0. You can just key that in if you want to. Okay. All right, see what's doing here? There we go. We're light in the middle, we're dark on, and it's got going to black on the outside. Now, we don't want it that intense, so we're going to go up here, we're going to change the opacity down. I'm going to dial that opacity down to about 40, maybe 40. I don't know, we'll see. And you get a preview over here of what you're doing. 40's probably pretty good. I think that's fine for what we're doing. So once you've got that, hit OK. Okay, now it's just a matter of riding that duplicating train. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom back out. We will have to tweak these. So there's our left side. You want to duplicate this layer. You can go to the Move tool. Go ahead and put it on Auto Select up here at the top. Should be on Layer. Show Transform Controls should be selected. Okay, now just click on it. Command C, Command V. There it is. Now we're going to rotate this. So we're on the Move tool. We're on a duplicate. Go up here to one of these corner handles, and when you see that arc like that, you're ready to rotate. Now, the thing is though, is that, hold on. When you rotate, you need to hold your Shift key down. So I'm going to hold my Shift key down, and now I'm going to click and turn with the mouse. The Shift key moves it in 15-degree increments. Let go of the mouse, let go of the Shift key, move it up here, and line it up right in there. It'll snap in there. Okay, there we are. Now, the one issue there is the gradient, the direction of the gradient. So go back to gradient overlay. This is on that duplicate layer we just made. You could call this top side, I guess, if you want. So you know what it is. Now I'm on that layer right there. I've renamed it top side, and now I'm going to open up the gradient overlay on that. And I just need to change the direction. All I'm going to do is turn this wheel. So the light's coming from the top. That's not right. So it needs to go the other way, right? Light's coming from the center out. So really -90, -90 will get that where that needs to be. Hit your return key. Okay. Now I want to nudge this a little bit. I'm going to grab it with the Move tool, and I'm going to just make sure that that's snaps right in there where it needs to go. There we go. Okay, now let's duplicate it again. So click off of it, click back on that one, Command C, Command V. There's the other one. Gonna go the corner, Shift key down, rotate that one around, let go, put it up here, let it just snap in there. And then I need to change the light direction on that. This is the right side. I can go ahead and call this right side, I guess. I double clicked on it on the text, and then gradient overlay. I'm going to double click there. Let me zoom back out. We need to change the direction of that light. It needs to be in the center and getting dark as it goes to the outer edges. So I'm just going to turn that wheel that way, and that's probably going to be let's see, 180. Yeah, 180 on the angle. I'll bring it back up so you can see what it was. All we're doing on these duplicate layers is just changing the angle. So the light is now hitting from the left and it's getting dark as it goes out. Okay, almost there. I'm going to select it again, click all of it, click back on, Command C, Command V. Here's the duplicate. The frame around this, that's the transform controls up here. I'm looking for the little arch. Shift key down, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it. And I'm going to let it just snap right in there. Okay. Now I need to work with the direction on that. So back to gradient overlay, right over here for that layer. Double click on that. You know the drill. And I'm just going to turn the wheel here where it says angle, and I'm going to put it up top. I want that to be probably 90. I bet it'll get it. Yeah, it will. So you want 90 on that angle right there. I'm going to hit OK, and there we are. Now if I click on the background here, doesn't that look pretty cool? I think we just about got it. I want to make sure these are snapped in okay. So I'm on the Move tool, Auto Select Layer. I'm going to click on that one. Just make sure that everything's snapping in there like it's supposed to. Looks like it is. That's kind of cool. Okay. You'll make sure you get one right, because once we get one right, all we're doing is grouping and duplicating. Okay, now got all the layers in there. There's one light. I'm going to go ahead and close up these. Go over here, close up these effects sublayers. I don't need to see that. Okay. Now this rectangle one here, this right here, let's just call this light. That is the actual light. It's really just a white background underneath all of these side layers. Okay, now we're going to group all this. So click on the top layer there that says right side, shift key down, click on the layer that says light. Do a command. They're all selected. Command G to group. Call this group light master. This is going to be the one that's the master with all the layers in it. Light master. Light master. Okay. All right. There we are. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do this. We want to duplicate this group. Layer, duplicate group right up there at the top. Call this light, just light, or light fixture. Light fixture, because that's what it is. There you go, light fixture. Hit OK. Now go over here to the layers, turn the eyeball off on the one that says master. That's in case we need to come back and fix things. Now we're going to merge this layer right here, this second group that we have called light fixture. We're going to merge that group. You go layer up at the top and then merge group. The quick key on that is Command E. We're going to merge it. Okay. Now I'll zoom all the way out. Actually, if I bring the grid up, you can see it's good size. It's 4 by 4 inches. Now we need to put a little gray border on this now, because there is this little feature here is what we're going to get now. So now let's go to, we're on the light fixture layer that we've merged. Go down here to effects and look for stroke. Stroke is a border. It's right there. And what I would do, let's go to color here. And I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to go only web colors. And we need a gray. And if I go on that second one right there, I think that probably will be all right. And it might be too much, too dark. That'd probably be fine right there. That's the that gray right there. It's 6 C's is the hex code for it. Hit OK there. Now you got to get the size right. So over here, I've got it on 50 pixels. I think that's too much. That's probably not enough. Let's try 50. Maybe a little less. Let's try 40. And position can be on the inside right here. That means the line's coming from the outside in. It will be a cleaner line that way. Opacity, you just keep all these other settings here. position inside, blend mode normal, opacity 100, and of course the gray down there, that's the light gray. It's the 6 C's. You know, I don't know. Do I want to do that or I want to go darker? Now's the time to make it darker if I want. Let's go, no, let's leave it the way it is. Go ahead and hit OK. Okay, now grid up, command quotation. One thing we haven't done that we should have done a long time ago is save this. Go File up here at the top, Save As. Now, it's got the document name on it already, but we need to get it into our folder. So go to Desktop, find Desktop. Actually, close that up right here. You might need to click on My Mac, but you want to find your desktop. And I don't recall whether I told you to make a folder or not. Maybe I did. Find the one that says Rainbow Room. Did we do this? Yeah, we did it. Rainbow Room. And just click on it, select it. Leave it as Photoshop file. Hit save. Okay, there. Okay, now I'm going to zoom back out. Okay, so we have a big light fixture here. Now we need to make it smaller. We're going to fill this page with this light fixtures. So take it and move it up here in the corner. And let's get it down to, and you're going to have to watch this carefully. If I make I can go a white background now that I've got the light done. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to double click in there and web colors off. And I'm going to go ahead and make that background white. That way we can see the grid. Okay, let's go ahead and make this. Here's our light fixture layer. Let me go over here and turn that off right there, or close it up. Move tool, auto select, layer, show transform controls. I'm going to click on it and I'm just going to downsize this, make this like make it 2 inches by 2 inches. And you'll have to just be real careful with this. Make sure that you get this right. So just let it snap up in the corner up there. And you should see 2 right here, and you should be down 2 inches right there. Okay, now this is where it's going to get kind of interesting. Watch this. Okay, so there is our first light fixture. Okay, easy from this point forward, easy peasy. Okay, Command C, Command V, make another one. Put it right up there, let it snap right in next to it. Command C, Command V. And you're going to work your way, just let them snap. When it snaps into place, you just let go. Don't let them overlap. Command C, Command V. They're just snapping. You're gonna love this. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Command C, Command V. This is going to be a great design element for whatever section we decide to use this in. People will get it. It's simple. It's very graphic. Geometrical shapes. There we are. Just let it snap in. There you go. And am I okay there? Or do I need to go a little further? There's probably going to be a little bit of a hair hanging off the right side over here. And that's okay. Now let's group these. Maybe I'm looking at this gray space here. Click off of it, grid off, command quotation, and just take a quick peek up here and make sure this looks okay in there. I think it is. That one. I've got a little bit of a right up in here. I need to make sure it snaps up and into place. And if you watch the magenta lines, there we go. Just make sure you get these lined up. You may have to come in here and tweak them individually, but it's important that that line be consistent there, down the bottom there. Those are all right. This needs to come up a little bit maybe. And this one too. There we are. Solid straight line across through there. Don't worry about it if it comes off to the side a little bit. Okay, now let's group all this. Click on the top one, shift key down, click on the bottom one that says light fixture. They're all selected now. Do Command G to group these. Command G. Call it light row. That's all we need to do. Light row. Okay. All right. Next, duplicate that group. Layer. Make sure auto select is off on this one now. Auto select needs to be off. We don't want it finding these individual layers. Layer. Duplicate group. Don't worry about naming it. Hold on. Layer. Did it gonna do it here? Just taking a time. Be patient. Okay, there we are. Layer. Duplicate group. We're not going to worry about naming it. And there it is. There's that second group. Pull it down. Let it just snap right into place. Same thing again. Layer, duplicate group. Don't worry about naming it. Pull it down. Let it snap into place. We're just going to fill this whole page up with these lights. And then we're going to skew it. Layer, duplicate group. Just let it snap. Okay. A layer, duplicate group. That might be it. Is that going to be it? That is close enough. Okay, so just double check it, make sure everything's lined up. You can do an auto select group if you want to. There is the move tool, and we have auto select here, but we can also put that on group if you want to find a whole row here. But it should look like that. Okay, now we're going to group all this. So we're over here now. I'm going to zoom in, click on that top group there, might say light row copy 4, shift key down, click on the one that says just light row. Do not get light master. Okay, we're not doing anything with that. These are the ones that you should have selected. They go your shift key, do Command G. Now call this light panel pre-skew. Light panel pre-skew. Right there. Light panel pre-skew. Okay. Now we're going to duplicate that group right there. Layer up here at the top. Duplicate group. Call this skewed. S-K-E-W-E-D lights. Skewed lights. Layer, duplicate group. I don't know that that's spelled right. I think it is. Skewed lights. Hit OK. Now come over here, turn the light panel pre-skew off. Now we're just working with the skewed lights group. Now we're going to merge all this. We're going to put all this onto one flat layer up here at the top. Layer, merge group right there. The quick keys Command E. All right, now this is going to get crazy. You're going to love this. It's going to get psychedelic. Okay, so we're on the skewed light layer now. It's all one layer. And if I go to the move tool, I can move the whole rascal around. Okay, Command Z to put it back where it was. Now watch this. Okay, so now we're going to go to Edit up here at the top. Edit, and then you're looking for Transform, and then you're looking for Perspective. Edit, Transform, Perspective. You're going to see these handles pop up on here. Now watch this. If I go the center one up here, and I pull Command Z, if you make a mistake, make sure I'm getting this right. I need to pull from over here. Upper right hand handle, and I pull straight out. Watch what happens. Command minus to make the whole thing smaller. I'm just pulling from right there. Look at that. Is that not crazy? And we can get this probably about like that. You know, something like that where we got maybe 3 lights, 3 rows of lights. Is that not just crazy? See? And we don't really need 4 because the room, we're putting this in here as a roof element. So I would just have 3. Just let it go right to the gray, or right to the gray fixture. Really, here's what we should do here. The halfway point on this, if it's 18 inches wide, it's going to be 9. So go to the move tool, hit your return key to place this. Go to the move tool over here, click in the ruler, click, hold, and drag a guide out and put it at 9. That way we know that the box, the center handle, when it's on that guideline there, that is on 9. It's not on 9 quite. Let's get it there. There we go. That this thing is centered in the middle of that page there. So something about like this is pretty good. Now I went too far with that. Now you can always, you can command, you'll need to do a command minus to zoom out. Here's the whole thing. It's all there. It's just been skewed, but we're getting it lined up to where it looks like it's the roof in the room. So something like that. And this is really probably where we should stop on this. So really the rainbow stuff would come in at an angle kind of the same way. But this is the light fixtures. And really, I don't know. Let's just save it like this for now. Let's just leave it big like that because we might bring it into eDesign like that. Get it where it looks about like that. Okay. Do a file save as. Let's make sure this is saved. Let's go to the right folder. And it is Rainbow Room, Photoshop, replace. Now save it as a PNG. I want you to turn in a PNG for your assignment. So you can go File, Export. Oh, hold on a second before you do that. Turn the white layer off. Okay, so it'd be checkerboard down there. File, Export, quick export as PNG, and just make sure it's going on the desktop and it's going in your folder. Recent places right here, Rainbow Room. And here's the name. Last name underscore first name underscore rainbow underscore room underscore V1, and the extension will be a PNG. Hit save. It may take a minute because it's a big file, which is what we want. So anyway, you got this, and it's all in your folder now. Look for your Rainbow Room folder, and this PNG right here is what you're going to drag into Canvas and submit on Canvas, okay? Now, this is going to be really, really cool, and there'll be a section in the book, I don't know which one of the 10 it will be, where we will most likely use this across the top of the pages, and it's going to look really, really cool, and people will get it. So that's going to be up to you guys to decide what section you think would be appropriate to have these crazy lights and this rainbow stripes on the wall. Anyway, I know this was long. I know I went fast, but I am just thrilled with the way you guys are catching on to this Photoshop stuff. So anyway, I look forward to seeing this when you turn it in, and it's going to be a great element to have in the book.